Hey guys, Joe from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, June 28th, 2013. And as you can see, it is another cloudy, rainy day. It rained all night. And more rain is coming. So I'm going to try and bang this out before I get wet. Okay? Hopefully most of you guys got to see my little video yesterday. Whether you saw it or not, I'd like to do a little rehash on it right now, if I may. Yesterday I put up a short 2-minute slideshow that showed evidence of how I was scammed by a seller on eBay. What really surprised me was the amount of you good people that contacted me and said you were scammed in a similar way, just with a different product. Specifically, where the seller would type in a false tracking number. Now guys, there is no excuse whatsoever for what this seller did to me. Somebody had written in saying, well, maybe they made a mistake and put the wrong tracking number in. None of that is true. Because to start from the very beginning, number one, 14 days went by and he never contacted me, uploaded any tracking number or anything. When I contacted him, he said he would ship the item in a few days. Remember, I won the item on May 22nd. I did not escalate the claim to eBay until June 18th. I gave this person almost a month. Alright, and he made no effort to make good. As soon as eBay stepped in and gave me my money back, he typed in a false tracking number. That is an obvious commission of fraud. Within hours of typing in the false tracking number, he relisted the item. Think about that. Think about what I'm saying here. Within hours of that false tracking number, he relisted the item. Alright? Somebody suggested that the reason he did this was he wasn't happy with the final price that he got. And that quite possibly could be the truth. One thing I failed to mention, and you guys might want to go back to the video and check it, is if you check his feedback, obviously I left him a neg, but if you check the feedback he has left for his sellers, he's only left 4 feedbacks in his career for 4 sellers. A negative, a negative, another negative, a positive rating with negative comments, and a positive. Think about that. He is so tough on his sellers, and then he goes and pulls a scam like this. I find it totally unacceptable, and as I said, a bunch of you guys did write to me, and I would suggest you guys who were victims, I mean this, you should make videos, because I am Mr. Anti-Scammer, whether it's a buyer or a seller. Now I am pro-seller, because I am a seller, but I am not pro-scammer, and the guy I outed yesterday is not a seller, he is a scammer. There's a difference, okay? Scammers are given das Boot, okay? So if you guys have been a victim, don't be afraid to make a video, alright? That's what helps the community, is when you make a video and you show people what's going on, okay? Now, I have a few other updates I'd like to tell you about, if I may, today. Have any of you received an email from eBay yesterday regarding the coins, paper money, and stamps category? I don't know how many of you guys sell in that category, but for those of you who do, they're actually reducing the final value fee in that category from 7% to 6%. Hard to believe, right? But it's true. And don't forget, you pay the final value fees only when your item sells. The maximum final value fee for these categories will remain at $250 per item, no matter how much your item sells for. Because keep in mind, guys, coins, paper money, and stamps can bring some serious money, okay? So I'm sure a lot of you guys did get this email. And if you didn't, that's because you don't sell in those categories. As far as other categories, I've always talked a lot about eBay Motors. A lot of people have asked me to make more videos about the sports cards and sports memorabilia. And I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to another show in the near future, a card show, and I'm going to actually video that. I'm going to introduce you to some people I know, people I deal with, and that will be later on in the summer. So that will be something to look forward to, I would think. And as far as other categories, toys and games, you know, that category is rarely a problem. There's not too much to scam on, that's the whole thing. But there is one thing I wanted to show you, and of course I ran out here without it. I just got these. Do you mind if I just run in and grab some material I wanted to show you? It'll take a second. See, I told you it would only take a second. For those of you guys who sell vehicles, eBay Motors, they're now promoting these little doodads that you hang on the car's rear view mirror if you have cars displayed in your lot. So hopefully, I mean, they're thinking that this is going to add credibility to your car, that it says as seen on eBay Motors, so that the customer will think, wow, he's got the car on eBay Motors. I better buy this car now real quick. You know, that's what I think the reason is for that. And of course, the ever popular eBay Motors mouse pad. I'm sure some of you guys received these as well. I also urge you guys, those of you who are interested in current events, and I've been mentioning this for a long time, and I've been delaying it. I urge you to subscribe to my second channel, which is crazeenydriver NYC. For the longest time, I've been talking about making vlogs where I discuss contemporary problems. One of the big ones I want to discuss is kids of the 70s versus kids of today. And let me tell you something, guys. I have never had to make a video that has caused me so much anguish as this. Because I just don't know how you guys are going to take this, alright? And I really, really would hate to lose any subscribers over this, because the material that's got to be talked about is serious stuff. And it's for mature audiences. And I've been thinking about this for weeks. I think about it when I'm driving places, when I can't sleep at night. I'm thinking, how do I cover this? I mean, it's something that, in my opinion, really needs to be talked about. And it would basically be true stories. 100% true stories that either happened to me directly or happened to friends of mine who I was with at the time or who I can substantiate. It would be no hypothetical cases involved. It would be true stories. And the fact that these stories were even allowed to happen to this day boggle me. And I want to couple those experiences with things that are happening today, because there are things happening today that aren't exactly right either. But I really want to make it. And I want to know from you guys, my longtime subscribers, and be honest, do you think any of you would be offended with some of the things I want to talk about? And I think you know basically the topics I want to talk about in that video. Because I really don't want to offend anybody. But it's the kind of thing where I really do think these things should be discussed. Because it's freaking out of hand, man. But I'm going to keep this video relatively short today, because I want to beat the rain. Somebody mentioned in my video yesterday that I had a couple of pictures at the end and it wasn't raining. Well, those pictures were taken last weekend, so we had our 2 dry days of the week. This is the rainiest June in recorded history in the New York City area. It's awful. But if there's anything you want me to cover on my next video on this channel, eBay, you know, type it below. Remember guys, I get a lot of my ideas from you. Alright? From you to my videos to eBay. Alright? It's a conduit and it's working. I think it's working real good. So any changes you think need to be made or any problems you've had, especially problems, that's what I'm really after. You know, like if someone scammed you, like my guy did to me yesterday, we can do a video about it. Of course, it's all got to be proven and it's got to be researched. We don't want to hurt any innocent people. We're only looking to out the scammers. Alright guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver. You're not. Thanks for watching. And please, give me your honest feelings about that video I want to make on my second channel. It's going to involve 4 topics. The problems of death and dying, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and bullying. And by bullying, I mean not just cyberbullying and online bullying, I mean bullying in person, things that happen in schools, things that are happening today in schools, and things that happen with adults versus kids. These are 4 topics that I'm really like, I swear man, I want to talk about them, but I'm really reluctant because I don't want to cause any problems for anybody. Just give me your ideas, what you think about it. And I'd really like to get started on this on my second channel real soon. Thanks for watching. Rock on. And I will see you on this channel next Friday. Possibly before. On my Crazy NY Driver NYC channel if I do that vlog next week. And I really want to do it. Comments from you guys. Thoughts. Thank you. Bye.